gonna spread happiness. We're gonna spread freedom. Obama's gonna change it. Obama's gonna lead 'em. We're gonna spread happiness. We're gonna spread freedom. Mark Levin's gonna change it. Mark Levin's gonna lead 'em. We're gonna change it and rearrange it. Mark Levin's gonna change the world.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Levin here. Let us bow our heads in prayer.
With the prophet Martin Luther King Jr., we cry out of all the forms of inequality, injustice in healthcare is the most shocking and inhumane.
Hear our cry, Obama.
From healthcare systems and industries that place profit over people.
Deliver us, Obama.
From lobbying efforts that block access to quality healthcare for all.
Deliver us, Obama.
From greed and fear that replace the reality of God's abundance and the power of community with the myths of scarcity and isolation.
Deliver us, Obama.
From scapegoatism of immigrants, from blaming the poor, from all sinful attitudes which deem health care as a right of the privileged rather than a basic human right.
Deliver us, Obama.
Protect all those who face illness without good health care insurance.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
You know what I say?
Baby, don't hurt me.
God help us. That's what I say. Whatever happened to the liberal mantra about separation of church and state? Whatever happened to that? No. Whatever happened, don't politicize the school systems. Now it's all on the table. Anything goes when you have a rogue government. And that's what we have. Now, Obama is winging his way to Copenhagen. You've heard about this. To deliver us the Olympics. More specifically, the people of Chicago, half of whom don't want it. He's a very busy man, this Obama. Hurry up and do health care. Hurry up and do the stimulus. Hurry up, hurry up. What about the war? Slow down. Wait a minute. We have men and women on the battlefield. Those are somebody's kids, somebody's husband, somebody's wife. Some kid's dad, some kid's mom. I'm busy. I'm doing the Olympics. The battlefield will wait. Wait a minute. The commander, the general. You've only talked to him once. He needs more resources. He needs more troops. Call in the cavalry. American soldiers need our support. I'm busy. Healthcare. Taxes. Spending. The Olympics. Is this pathetic? Is this pathetic? And the pathetic media go along with all of it? Now, ladies and gentlemen, for most of us, we're unaffected by this because most of us don't have kids or parents or close blood relatives in this war. But some of our fellow citizens do. And a colleague of mine at Landmark Legal Foundation, wonderful young man, an attorney, a friend of mine, he was just shipped off to Iraq and later to Afghanistan. He's a great guy. And he has 3 little boys and a wife. Now, I'm afraid our priorities don't appear to be the same as the president's priorities. He has time to go to the UN and make an ass out of himself. He has time to go to the G20 and stand up and make an ass out of himself again. He has time to try and destroy our healthcare system, to try and bankrupt this nation, drive up unemployment, drive up home foreclosures, drive up small business bankruptcies. He's choking the economy. He's working overtime on that. He's selling out labor liberty to the big unions He's obstructing energy independence, drilling, refining. And now he's running off to Copenhagen. Well, nice. Yeah, that's pretty cool. He and the missus. Very busy. Oh, and by the way, she announced today at 45, she's in her best shape ever. Who gives a damn? If I were to say that, oh, he's sexist. She says it. Oh, my God. Jackie Kennedy. Now, let's bring a little reality to what's going on here while he wings his way to Copenhagen to get the Olympics. Now, some have speculated, and they're probably right, this thing's already in the tank. That's why he's going, look, I brought back the Olympics. Well, who cares either way? This is really a pathetic president. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I have to say it. Pathetic. In so many ways. Now, since this man became president of the United States, we've lost hundreds of men and women in these wars. Hundreds. I've got the list of the names right here, and we're going to post them on marklevinshow.com. Hundreds. And he's dithering. And he's delaying. And he's trying to figure out what to do. Now, the right thing to do would be to destroy these barbarians and beat the crap out of them. We still have the weaponry to do that. I mean, he's only been president for 9 months. It'll take him at least 4 years to hollow out the United States military. That's about how long it took Clinton. But he's got the hard left, the kooks, the Daily Kos. He's got MoveOn.org. He's got the nut jobs in the Senate and the House he needs to appease. Because after all, he used to be one of them, didn't he? I seem to recall the National Journal said he's the most liberal member of the Senate. Oh, yes, but we were told to ignore that. That can't be true. No way. You mean he might actually be a Marxist? No way. Don't use that language. That's offensive. You know, I've half a mind to read these names, but it would take me most of the show. But I'm looking at these names, and I would encourage you to do it too. Real human beings, flesh and blood. And that's who's in Afghanistan, that's who's in Iraq, and they deserve a commander-in-chief who backs them up. What is this crap? I remember him saying, I'm not president to manage crises. No, he's president to create them. You send our people over there, then you give them what they need. We need to defeat this enemy. I mean, the newspapers the last week or two should make that quite apparent. The enemy is among us, and there will be more of the enemy among us if we don't take the war to them and defeat them. Do we no longer have the will? I think the American people do. Do our leaders no longer have the will? Are we just going to look inward and cannibalize the private sector to feed the human experiments that the left wants to do with our society? Now, folks, we will post the list of the young men and women who've died since Obama became president. Oh, Mark, that's so unfair. No, it's not. If I don't bring attention to it, nobody else will. The Olympics, screw the Olympics.